All right, folks. So today we're going to do right here, right now, lesson 19 on Google Docs, okay? So this assignment focuses more on skills of using a text box. So I'm going to skip number 1, 2, 3, and 4 because that's just doing the header, and we learned that in previous lessons. And so I'm just going to jump to number 5, which is find current news about the following topics. So I need to look for some news topics. So you can look on any website you'd like. Last time I used CNN, or you could use NPR or whatever. It doesn't really matter where you get your news. You just need to find a news website to find headlines of these different topics. So weather, local news, national, sports, and horoscope. So I'm just on NPR and I'm just going to search here. Oops, search for weather. Too many storms, not enough names. Okay, so let's use this one. Okay. So I'm just gonna find a bunch of headers and I need to put them into 5 separate text boxes with no borders. So on Google Docs, you should be able to insert a text box. There's a text box feature. Insert comment. Okay, let's see. Let's go to help. Text box. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, so they don't have a special text box feature, but I know that they have. Do they have shapes? Insert drawing table. Okay, so it looks like Google Docs does not have a text box feature. And I get confused because on their Google slides and their drawings, they do have the feature. And then on Docs, they like exclude features. So it messes with me because I keep thinking they have a feature when it's on their other programs. All right, but what you do have is they have drawings. So it looks like we're going to have to work with drawings. So I'm going to go to drawing. Instead of a text box, it's a drawing. Go to new. Then it opens a drawing. And here we go. Now you could do a text box. So this is weird. I don't like how they do that. So I'm going to paste the heading. Okay, too many storms, not enough names. They don't say the type of font. Normally the default font shows up. So for the sake of Google Docs, let's just do 12-point font, and then Arial is fine. And then let's keep the text black. Where's the text? Here it is. Keep it black. There we go. And then not bold. So it's just standard Arial 12 black font, not bold. Okay. So there's the text box. Okay. And they want them to be 1 inch high and 1.75. So it looks like 1 inch high and then 1.75. So I'm estimating right now, but I'm going to correct it. So that's about, I'm just looking at the rulers on the side. There you go. So it's about 1 inch high, 1.5 width. So I'm going to save and close and let's see how it shows up. Okay, there it is. So it did the estimate. Let's see if I could change the size and rotation. So the height, do 1 inch, and the width is 1.75. All right. Put the headlines of the article in 5 separate text boxes with no borders. So resize it. Okay, so it's supposed to have no borders. You know what I realized? My example for Google, for Microsoft Word had borders. So I messed up, but it's okay. Everybody did that. Okay. All right, so now the text wrapping, it should be able to move around. So let's see if we do it like this one. Move with text. Okay, so you want to click the middle one, which is wrap text. And wrap text enables you to move it around so that I can fidget with it. Okay, so there we go. That's one text box. Now I have to do it for each one. So I did one for current weather. Now I need local news. So local is New York City news. A news brief, Trump trip, New York City schools, COVID hotspot. Okay, so this one's a recent one. Oh, here, New York City fire kills, book news. So all these are New York City. It's local for us. So I'm going to use the top one. News brief, Trump trip. Oh, no, this is a news brief. So it's not local news. This is national news. National New York City immigrant newspapers. Okay, I'll just use this one. We're in New York City. Okay, so now I got to do another text box. So do another text box. I got to insert, drawing, new. Here's the text box. Estimate it for about 1 inch and 1.75. I'm going to paste it. Okay, so I just want to reset the formatting. Paste without formatting. Oops. Right click, paste without formatting. They messed with how it looks. So I gotta make it 12-point font. Oh, here. Highlight 12-point font. And then I want unbolded, black, and I don't want to highlight it. There we go. Save and close. There we go. So now I can't move it, so I still have to change the size and rotation. The width is 1.75. The height is 1. Text wrapping, wrap text, this middle one, and then now I can move around. All right, so now I have 2 headings. Now I have to do the third one, which is national news story. So here, national news story, New York City fire kills at least 12. Here, I'll just go back to the front and then do national news. Law, coronavirus update. The coronavirus updates national news. There are deaths that could have been prevented. So I'll use that one. Okay. So I copied that. I'm gonna actually type it in the side. So here's a cheat, everybody. So you click one of these, Control C is copy, Control V is paste. So I just pasted another text box. So it just saves my life because it does the same exact thing and I just have to type into it to change the words. So I'm going to type exactly, these are deaths that could have been prevented, says researcher studying evictions. Okay, so now it's going a little bit larger than I want. So it doesn't say you should like stretch it, but I'm just going to stretch it. And save and close. Okay, so there's my next one. So now I have 3. Now I need a sports story and a horoscope story. So let's look for sports. Does it have sports on the home page? I don't see it. So I'm just going to go here and then search. Do we have sports here? Does NPR do sports? Sports. Sports. Female soccer team settles part of gender discrimination suit. Okay, so I'm going to do a cheat again. I'm just going to copy another text box. So Control C and then Control V. So here's another text box and I'm moving it around. Oh, I double clicked it. That's why I did that. Now I'm just going to type in U.S. female soccer team settles part of gender discrimination suit. I'm going to stretch the bottom a little bit. Save and close. And there we go. We have our 4th one. And now I need to do horoscope. So horoscopes. Okay, so I don't believe NPR does horoscopes. So I'm just going to look up horoscope Aquarius. There we go. Here we go. Your Aquarius monthly horoscope for December. So that's the headline. Whoops. Your daily horoscope for December. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my last hyperlink. So I'm not gonna do the cheat way. I'm gonna do it one more time the regular way. So drawing, new. Click the text box icon. Make it about 1 inch and 1.75 inches. I'm gonna type into it. Your Aquarius monthly horoscope for December. And I'm going to make this 12. I'm going to close it. There we go. So now I got it. Edit the size and rotation. So the width is 1.75. The height is 1 inch. Text wrapping is wrapped text. So now I can move it around. I close the box and now I can move it. There we go. Okay, so I got to move these around. So they want me to space it in a way that's easy to move. Oh, this one doesn't move correctly. Is that right? With text. I'm just double checking why it's hard for me to move. Maybe I'm not clicking it on my mouse correctly. All right, so these all need to be spaced out so it looks appealing. It's just hard to move. Okay, so now I need a picture for each one. So here, I'm just gonna copy this picture, copy image, right click, paste the image. So this one goes with my horoscope one, so I gotta wrap the text. Okay, I moved that right above it. So I'm gonna move this forward so there's space. So you gotta move, like manipulate things to make it look nice in this one. All right, so these are two together. Okay, and then I'm gonna put female soccer images. I'm gonna use this image, so copy the image, paste it. All right, here I click it and I need to wrap the text and put it next to the heading. We're just gonna put it right here for now. Storms, so I'm gonna look for storms. This one's cool. It's a big image. So I'll just right click here, copy the image right there. Going back to the doc, paste it, which is Control V. It popped up right there, so I gotta wrap the text. And I'm gonna move the picture right above the heading. Oh, the heading disappeared. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, move it above the heading. Oh, it doesn't let me do it because it doesn't let me go above 1 inch. So I gotta move this down and then move this over. Okay, I'm just moving things temporarily for now. It just needs to be that the text is below the heading. Okay, this one. These deaths could have been prevented. Okay, that coronavirus. I'm Googling a picture for this heading, so I'm just going to use this one. Copy image, go back, paste it. It moved right there. I got to wrap it. So I click wrap and then I move it. Doesn't let me go further, so I'm just going to move this heading underneath it. Whoops. Okay, and now the last picture, New York City immigrant newspaper. Okay, so I'll just pick a picture, a new picture, right click, copy, paste. There it is. Oh, it's so big. So I gotta make it smaller, wrap the text. Okay, so again, you can change the size with the corners and then move it. So always move the text, move it by wrapping it, and then make the correct size by touching the corners. Okay, now this doesn't look appealing because things are overlapping. And then the assignment also wants you to group the pictures together. So you're supposed to insert the image relating to the picture, and they want you to group the text box and the image so they become one object. So to do that, you got to click the two objects and then group them. So I'm going to click this first one. Okay, so you got to click it and then you click Control, and you click so I got to click both Control. So Control Shift. It's not letting me click both. It's weird. Okay, hold on. So I click one, I press Control, and I click the other. It doesn't let me click. That's really weird. Okay, they want you to click both of them. It's not working. Go ahead. Let me make this bigger and see if it helps. It's not working. I need to be able to click both. And normally you can click both by pressing Control Shift. Yay. Option. I'm just fidgeting with it because I can't click both for some reason. See, because this image is a drawing, it's giving me problems. Image options. Here, I'm gonna look it up. You're supposed to be able to group things. All right, so I'm gonna skip this step because it's not allowing me to do it. So instead, you just have to make sure everything is moved so that they don't overlap. So you just click on objects. When you double click, it does that. So you got to click on objects and move them so they don't overlap. And then that should be fine. So I'm gonna move this down and then the picture down. And then so now nothing overlaps. Ideally, we want to group things, but I can't get the grouping to work. Yeah, I can't get the grouping to work. All right, well, that's okay. We'll just skip the grouping. That's fine. So if you're on Google Docs, you don't have to group the documents, group the picture and the text. Just make sure everything is away enough from each other. And then that's it. That's your assignment. I think that was the last step, right? Let me just double check. Arrange objects so they're visually appealing and that all objects fit on one page. Carefully proofread, make changes, and finish. Okay, and then that's it. So that's how you do assignment number B11. I think it's B11 or lesson 19 right here, right now.